Good morning, everybody. I have to disclaim this video as another one of those not my cup of tea kind of activities. But again, just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for some of you. I am constantly trying to soothe the disquiet of my own mind and the discomfort in my own body. So I'm kind of naturally doing this intentional discomfort 24/7, given medical and mental illness conditions. So I don't want to add to the pile. But for those of you who are unhappy for other reasons and are of generally good physical health, you can build up mental endurance to be less fragile, more resilient, persevere, and less intolerant of mild discomforts in life will bother you less by practicing this. This is something that, again, comes from Stoicism, was into this, and I would say David Goggins definitely takes this approach in seeking out intentional discomfort. You can seek out intentional discomfort through doing heavy, hard workouts, intense, painful, extreme workouts, taking cold showers, ice cold showers in the morning, walking out and standing in the snow in very little bundled clothing for 10 to 15 minutes. Intentionally laying on the floor instead of in the bed. Skipping food, skipping a meal so that you feel hunger, wearing uncomfortable clothing intentionally so that you are uncomfortable all day long. The notion behind this is that as a species, we seek comfort. Our body and our mind does not like to be uncomfortable. We get anxious, we get distressed, we get emotionally distressed. Our whole physiology experiences a stress response to any kind of discomfort. And it can be the littlest discomfort. It can be minor hunger. It can be a slightly uncomfortable chair. It can be a too tight of a waistband. It can be waiting in traffic. Anything that is just a little uncomfortable. So we avoid exercise. We don't like to eat right. We reach for immediate emotional gratification like smoking or drinking to soothe ourselves. We want to be comfortable all the time. We don't like to be uncomfortable. That's why we don't like to exercise. And why lots of little things like waiting in a doctor's waiting room makes us uncomfortable, because now we're bored, and so we're uncomfortable because we're not being stimulated like we're used to, and we don't like to deal with discomfort, hard work ethic. We don't like to deal with discomfort, and we are lucky to live in a society where we don't have to, by and large, if we are of good fortune, good health, good fortitude, and financially sufficient enough to have plentiful food, a roof over our head, heated houses, air-conditioned houses, warm beds to sleep in that are nice and soft. We live in a day and an age where we get to immerse ourselves in comfort so much of the time that we are our resilience to stand the discomfort in life that is guaranteed sooner or later with various situations, to be little or to be a lot, we crumble, we can't handle it. And we can't make ourselves do difficult things because we can't handle the discomfort, because our threshold is very, very low. So intentionally putting yourself in physical and mental discomfort by doing hard things like standing in the snow, cold showers, extremely difficult workouts, regimes, skipping food, fasting, those type of things. Although I have an eating disorder section, I advise that anyone recovered from an eating disorder does not play with their food as a means to endure discomfort. That's actually backwards and dangerous for those. So you guys don't do that, and don't do hard workouts. Go stand in the snow or take an ice cold shower instead, or sleep on the ground. Those type of things begin to wear an uncomfortable outfit, toughen you up for the experience of physical discomfort in life, so that you are more inclined to work hard, to sweat a little bit, to handle impatience and disquiet and uncomfortable emotions with more fortitude, because you are used to being uncomfortable. Once you break yourself enough, harden yourself enough to discomfort bothers you less, and discomfort is guaranteed in life. And you will seek out discomfort in healthy ways, like exercise and healthy eating. So that's the idea behind it. It's not something I endorse as someone with fibromyalgia and mental illness, but just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it might not work for you. So intentionally seeking out discomfort as a means of being more comfortable overall. Good morning.